It is a new season and we are back for a renewal of your spirit. We are back to fuel your spiritual growth, to add to your spiritual and physical knowledge, living life on the direction and the guidance of the scriptures, and collectively taking care and supporting and being there for each other. This is what the whole community of NF is about. We are online, we are digital, but we are also trying to be physical, digital they call it. So we are glad to have you today. I want to talk to you briefly or share a message with you briefly as we are starting a new season. So I want us to look at something from the book of Hebrews 12:2. It says that fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and the perfecter of our faith, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning his shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. And I want you to focus on, underline the word, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame. I want you to underline those words, and I want you to, or maybe just want to announce the title of the message, which is that don't break the course. Don't break the course is the title of the message. And so I pray that God will use you to inspire you. The whole purpose of today's message, I believe that after the few minutes that I will try to dig into this message with you, that my goal and my hope is that by the end of this message, you'll be encouraged to even persevere more in your life, in your chosen field of pursuing whatever you have chosen to do with your life, and you have come to understand that it is that thing that you want to do. My prayer and hope is that you will keep pursuing, that you will keep moving towards that you will keep going for it, that you will not stop short, you will not give up, you will not quit, no matter what you face, because you have come to understand that it is a worthy cause, that is something that is worth pursuing. That is my hope. And if not to get ahead of myself, I'm excited to be back because I've been on holidays. Also, I did not take holidays while everybody was taking holidays. I took my holidays when everybody was starting resuming back again. And so that's why it was really quiet in September with NF. But I'm believing God. I am strongly believing God that whatever he has started, he is capable of bringing it to a successful end. And that will be the story of NF New Family Connection, or our circle. I believe that God will lead us in his own ways and in his own path. I was in Africa, I was in Ghana. I love this, my home country, and I was there to undertake projects that we've been working on since I think end 2019, and a lot of reports will be coming out soon, so I believe that you will get to read about it if you're really close following us. And if not, invite your friends, because that is what we are about. We are about action, faith and action. And I will talk about that in the course of the messages in the coming weeks as we get together and share the word of God. But that is the reason why I have been quiet. We are not stopping. God didn't tell us to stop yet, so we cannot stop. I'm expecting my second child also, and I thank God for that. But God didn't tell me to stop. So in the midst of cleaning toys and preparing rooms and trying to work and all those things that you have to do as a young person, I'm doing it all. But at the same time, I'm my hope, and I'm holding on to the word of God, and I'm holding on to the purposes of God, because I believe that what God has said, God will do it. If we do not give up, if we do not fall short, if we do not become tired, if we do not limit what God is capable of doing through our life, then he will push us through. He will be the one guiding us through it all. It is not easy. Yes, it will not be easy. It will be difficult sometimes. But when we trust God, when we put our hope in God, when we give it 100%, when we trust that whatever he has said, he will do it. The instructions of the Lord is perfect, says the book of Psalms, that it renews our life. As the instructions of God is perfect, and as we walk with his instructions, he's able to guide us through it. And so I'm believing the same thing for your life, and that's what I want to speak right from the start of this season. I want to talk to you about, perseverance. because I want to focus the rest of this season from throughout the rest of 2021 into 2022 before the summer break. I want to use this season to speak about effectiveness. I want to use this season about how do people come to live an effective life. Because the word intention is, or the intent is at the heart of the word effectiveness. And so when we speak of effectiveness, it's the ability to produce a desired result, or an intended results. And so you watch life, and you try to be sometimes a player of life and a spectator of life. In other words, you sometimes watch from the benches or from the crowd of the spectators. You watch what is being done and what is going on around you, and sometimes you are right in the middle of it, and you are being watched, and you are the one playing, and you are the one in charge now. And most of the time, of course, we know that the most results in life are produced by those who are playing and not those who are watching and commenting. As you can see, mostly if you're a football lover, or if you love football, watching football games, you realize and recognize that whenever the people who play on the field that have everything in their hands. And it is not the millions of people watching through their televisions or their phones or tablets, or sitting at home, getting mad and insulting people and calling names and getting crazy. No, it's the people on the pitch that makes the difference. It is those who play that makes the difference. It's those who want to accomplish something and take action that gets something done. It is not those who are critiquing those who are trying to do something. Apathy or apathetic people will never get into the game. They'll rather sit on the side bench. Or cynical people, will look from the side and criticize and try to get you to be passive and not do anything, and try to cut or stop the course that you have set yourself on in life. Why? Because they want you to get into that state of doing nothing, or remaining like them, or being like them, or accepting the way of life. But in real sense, the intent to do something, the intention to accomplish something is so important, because it is what drives us to become effective people in life. It is what causes us to be able to accomplish something in life. Without intentions, we cannot get anything done in life. We will just be like dogs on a leash, being pulled around and taken for a stroll or for a walk. But in an actual sense, we start leading ourselves when we have an intention. And that is the reason why the whole of this coming season, I want to dig deeper into how people live an effective life, having the ability to accomplish the things they set before themselves, or the things they desire to see, or the things they intend to accomplish. And that was the same thing from the book of Hebrew, as we look at, as Paul speaks of Jesus here in the book of Hebrews 12:2. He says that for that which was set before him, for the joy set before him. If we fix our eyes on him, we know that he is the pioneer and the perfecter of our faith, that the accomplishment of our faith, that we cannot save ourselves, that we have no power to be able to be righteous or to be in right alignment with God except through Jesus. But this is because Jesus had something set before him, the joy that was set before him. Because of that, he was able to endure the cross. He was able to forget the shame that is linked to the cross. And he was able to move through the course. He was able to accomplish that which he intended to accomplish with his life. My question is that, what have you set before you? What has become that which you have intended, or that you are intending to accomplish with your life? What has become the desire of your soul, the desire of your spirit? What is it that you want to accomplish? Because you will only become effective, like I've already said in introduction, if you have an intention. What is it that has been set before you? Because if that which has been set before you is not strong enough, then you might not be able to persevere. It might not be able to take you from the place of being in your comfort zone, being in your relaxed zone, being in the area of just receiving and begging to the place where you give of yourself. Because when that which drives you is not strong enough, you are always being worked on rather than you working on things. And in life, we have to be people that are actively pursuing things, actively doing things, because it's the word life in its sense. It's an action word. It's living. It's an active word. And so you cannot be alive and not be living. And so I always say this, that it's either we are living life or we are living life. It's up to you to try to figure it. But it's either you're living life or you're living life. And you want to be that person who is living and not just living life. You want to be able to have something because God dropped something in our spirit. God dropped something in each one of us, our hearts and our mind. And He has given us something that we are hungry to see happen in our life. I'm not talking about exterior, materialistic things, but I'm talking about deep down within us, there is something that we want to pursue. There is something that makes us feel like we are alive. And it is that thing that I'm talking about today, that we will set that thing before us. I don't know what it is that has been set before you. What has been set before you? If you recognize that which has been set before you, like Jesus knew what has been set before Him, if He was able to endure the cross, if He was able to accomplish the task that was set before Him by the Father, He was going to sit at the right hand of the Father and be the mediator, the forever advocate for the children of God. And so He took joy in that, and He was able to endure the cross. What is making you persevere? What can cause you to want to keep going on with the course that you have set before you, or with the course that you have taken for yourself in life? There is a course that you're following. It could be a course that has been chosen or that has been set before you by society. It can be a course that has been set before you by circumstances. It can be a course that has been set before you by limitations. It can be a course that has been set before you by a situation in your family that you cannot do anything about. It can be a course that has been set before you because the things that you expected to see didn't come through. And sometimes those things become, they change our situation, and sometimes we lose track of what exactly that we wanted to pursue with our life. And because of that, we live life in a way that we never thought we were going to live our life. Jesus had a course set before Him. Who has set a course before you? Have you set your own course? Have you set the thing that you found that is worthy course to pursue? Or has somebody set a course before you that you're not pursuing, which is not the thing that you wanted to pursue with your life? Has circumstances place you in a position where now you have to live a life that you never intended living? These are the most important things that we have to ask ourselves when it comes to persevering, because you will be able to persevere and keep moving towards that which you want to achieve in life, and that thing that really gives you energy. It's not about reaching the pinnacle of your dreams. It's about being able to move, take step towards your dreams that gives you the energy to wake up every day, to thank God, to love the people you need to love, and to be alive. And when that thing is not there, the whole purpose of life takes a different turn, and sometimes life becomes meaningless as it is sometimes to people, and sometimes they live life half empty, not living their full life. because there is no course that has been set before them, and so they cannot persevere. The energy is not there. The willingness is not there. The motivation is not there. The hunger is not there. They can't find it anymore. And so they cannot get themselves out of the hole, that life or that course that has been set before them, not by themselves, but by the situations they find themselves in. I don't know where you find yourself today, but I just want to encourage you that no matter where you find yourself, because of time factor, I'm not going to go deep into the message, but I just want to encourage you that you have to persevere. And in order to persevere, you have to know the course that has been set before you. Like Jesus had a course set before him. His course was to bring us back to the Father, to reconcile us. And after that, after he has been able to accomplish that, many millions and billions of people will be able to connect with the Father again. That was a joyful course, and he did accomplish it because he knew that if he gets that done, great things will happen. And it was a worthy course. Who has set a course before you? Have you set a course for yourself in life? Is the course by God? Is the course by yourself? Is the course by society? And if that course that is set before you, is it even a worthy cause for you to keep persevering, to keep pursuing, to keep giving it all that you have, to keep fighting for it, to keep running towards it like Paul did, like all the other disciples did? Would you accomplish your course? Would you keep persevering? Would you keep running towards the mark? Would you keep going? The calling on your life, the business on your life, the words that people have spoken into you, the people who see things in you and keep reminding you that there is something on your life. Do not neglect those things. Persevere. Get up, see the worthiness in the course, and start moving towards it, for there is a joy if you're able to accomplish it. It is that which will give you the energy you need for your life. I want to end here. Thank you for joining me on NF. We are glad to have you every Sunday or every other time that you're free to just join us on our YouTube page or Instagram pages or wherever you come across these messages. I pray that may it be a blessing to you, and that you will keep persevering, that you will not stop short, and that you will not quit when you were not supposed to quit. God bless you for joining us. Bye-bye and see you.